Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks, and this person really knows how to send a question. They sent me a drawing of it, and then they sent me the Corel file. This is called a French curve. I don't know anything about it, but she needs these tick marks. I think it's for sewing every ½ centimeter. So this is the drawing. And the first thing I would do, I changed mine to centimeters. I'm going to get this out of the way just so it won't bug us. Now, you could probably text a path or blend, but there's really no starting and stopping point, and then you'd have two close together. So I'm going to draw a square holding down the control button and make it 0.5 of a centimeter. Before I do that, I'm going to change your pen tool to hairline. Whenever I get somebody's file, I get their, I would set your nudge factor to 0, 0, but we're not even going to use that, or your duplicate distance. So I'm going to take a rectangle or a square, and I'm going to 0.5. Now I'm going to go to probably the flattest part of the item, and to make it even better, I'm going to actually turn it so it's even more correctly. And then I'm going to take this and cut that away. So now we have a starting and stopping point that is a ½ centimeter apart. We don't need that square anymore. And if you take your shape tool, you can see that there's a starting and a stopping point. Now we need to find out how long that curve is. With it selected, go up to Windows, Dockers, Properties, and click on right here, and it is 32.7224. So I'm going to write that down. 32.7224. Now we need one and you can't get it exactly because that's not a divisible number by 0.5. But if you divide this in half, you get 64, and then give you one more there, so it'd be 65. We need 65 ticks. I'm just going to draw a little line, a 2-point line. Doesn't matter where, you don't have to put it on your path. Maybe hold down the control button and then hit your plus key on your keyboard and bring it down. You don't ever have to do this, but I always take it and hit L or R to make them equal. Now we're going to go to Effects and Blend, and we're going to blend. We need 65, but we've already got 2, so I'm going to go 63. Hit Apply. Go right down here to New Path and put it on our path. Now go right here to Blend Along Full Path and rotate the objects. Well, that didn't work. Let's try Blend Along Full Path first, and then go back to Rotate Objects. There we go. So now we have a tick every ½ centimeter apart, and this took up that. Now, there's probably a lot of ways to get rid of those outside ticks, but by the time you figure it out, I would just select your group, go up to Object and break the blend apart, and then depending on how long your line needs to be, just go through here and delete these outer lines. Doesn't take just a second. And if you use the alternate key, you can kind of swipe through like that. Well, I'm not doing very good today. You can kind of go along that curve. And then all we have to do is fill in that gap again. Virtual segment delete key, holding down the Alt key, kind of go along that curve without getting your line. It's a lot of times it's just as easy just to do them all by hand, but as long as you don't get on that big line, and you can go back and forth. I think there might be a way, and if I figure it out, I'll make another video on how to maybe even make these outer ones disappear. But then all we need to do is take a line, your 2-point line, and just go from that node to that node and make it the same thickness as you had. And to check it, all you have to do is click on it, and it's a 1/2 point. Make that a 1/2 point. Double click on it. And I think this is for a doll's dress. So one thing I might do is take that outer one and nudge it over, take our line and nudge it over. Go ahead and use the Smart Fill tool. Fill that in, nudge it over, left click, right click, and now you've got a solid, that line is, you know, like where we had a line here, that is gonna be right there. We don't need that drawing anymore because we have one that's completed. And then just nudge that over and then nudge this back. Since your nudge distance has stayed the same, every one of those should be really close to a 1/2 of a centimeter apart. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.